Next, filmmaker David Wolper chronicles the events surrounding the Cuban Missile Crisis in Kennedy versus Khruschev. They found their promised land.
You think it was waiting just for us?
Beyond their wildest dreams.
I welcome the chief of the Wampanoag people.
Filled with new dangers.
What's happened? Your Indians have got my son.
And new love.
I ask for your love.
A Thanksgiving special.
Thank the Lord.
The New World on Disney Nighttime. Don't be left in the dark. Disney Nighttime. The saga of the Ponderosa Ranch continues as a new generation bands together to protect the empire Ben Cartwright left behind.
Ben Cartwright's charge to me was to protect his family and his land. I'm going to do just that.
A story of strength and determination.
I'm going to stay here and do what my brother asked.
I don't care what you or anybody else thinks.
Bonanza, the next generation.
This isn't the end of it, cowboy.
Hi, I'm Eric Boardman, and we're about to take a trip around the world with our stomachs as our guide as we journey to the lands of EPCOT Center's World Showcase. And what better country to start our trip than France, with its magnificent cuisine. Here we are in the Au Petit Cafe, enjoying such classics as crusty bread and French onion soup, while gazing at the Eiffel Tower and the quaint French village. C'est magnifique.
And we're just getting started. Our next stop is China.
Hello, sir. Welcome to our Nine Dragons restaurant.
At China's Nine Dragons restaurant, the service is excellent. A Boardman, please. And while I'm getting my table, why don't you take a look at what the China Showcase has to offer? Currently on display in the House of Whispering Willows is an exhibit of magnificent timepieces from the 18th century called Artistry in Time. And never-before-seen footage of China is captured in the Circle Vision 360 presentation, Wonders of China.
Boy, that dim sum was great, but now I'm in the mood for a little bratwurst. Ah, the Germany Showcase. Or
It's Oktoberfest time here at the Beer Garden. And that is a traditional celebration of food and drink. You know, the Germany Showcase is loaded with shops. Take a look at some of these goodies. There's fine porcelain, ceramic collectibles, clocks, beer steins, and a shop full of adorable teddies. Thank you. This ornate establishment is the restaurant Marrakesh in the Moroccan Showcase. Guests who dine here are astounded by the beauty of the surroundings and the excellence of the unique Moroccan fare. Outside, a Mediterranean marketplace offers carpets, wall hangings, jewelry, and brass pieces for discriminating bargain hunters. But now I'm ready for a little dessert. I'm enjoying a small trifle here at the Rose and Crown Dining Room in the United Kingdom Showcase. And inside there is an authentic English pub featuring, among other things, traditional afternoon tea. And speaking of tea, this showcase features a shop devoted entirely to tea. The home of perfect pasta is right here in the Italy Showcase at Alfredo's restaurant. And at this showcase, the star is the architecture, with a blending of styles from Venice, Rome, and Milan. How's this for service? Here in the teppanyaki dining room of the Japan Showcase, the chef comes to your table. Mitsura, I'm completely in your talented hands. What are you making?
Steak and vegetables.
I love steak and vegetables. While Mitsura's preparing my meal, why don't you take a look at the Japan Showcase? Medium rare, okay?
Medium rare. Okay.
Framed by exquisite gardens, this showcase features an art gallery and a real Japanese department store with antique toys and other treasures.
Our next stop on this culinary cruise is the land of my ancestors, Norway.
Tusen takk. That means thank you in Norwegian because I'm here at the World Showcase's most recent edition, Norway, the gateway to Scandinavia. I don't see a menu. Excuse me, sir. Can you help me, please?
Certainly, sir. I'm the chef.
The man I want to talk to. What do we have today?
We have the cold food, and I'm sure you will find something from every taste.
What kind of thing?
Different kinds of herring, and different kinds of salmon, such as smoked salmon, gravlax, and poached salmon.
Sounds wonderful.
And I also recommend the hot items.
Such as?
Yeah, the lamb stew and the venison veggies.
Bring me one of everything. It sounds good.
Okay.
I'm starting to get full, but our trip isn't over yet.
Now I'm south of the border in the Mexico Showcase. Behind me is an authentic Aztec pyramid. And inside that pyramid is the San Angel Inn restaurant. And El Rio del Tiempo, the River of Time, which is a boat ride which takes guests through the Mexico of yesterday and today. I'm here in the kitchen at the Canada Showcase talking to Keith Keogh, the executive chef here at EPCOT Center. Keith, you know, most chefs concentrate on one restaurant and one cuisine, yet you have to supervise 11 magnificent restaurants. How do you do it?
Well, it's not that easy. We have several problems, of course, that are indigenous to those restaurants. One, of course, will be communication. What we interpret or what we say is often interpreted in different ways in the different countries.
Because each showcase, they speak a different language, of course.
Sure. Also, getting the foods for the different cuisines. We have to have foods approved through the Department of Agriculture that come in from those different countries so that we can maintain the authenticity of those cuisines within each pavilion. So it's very interesting. It has very positive aspects, but also, you know, it's a very big challenge.
I guess so. How many meals a day are you serving?
Within EPCOT Center, on a day like today, we'll do about 45,000 meals.
45,000. Amazing.
Yeah.
And keep them all running smoothly.
Sure. It takes a lot of talented people. Sure.
Now, what are some more exotic things we'd find here?
Well, you have the Moroccan couscous that a lot of Americans aren't familiar with. French cuisine is a little heavier cuisine. We have Canada here with the meatball chicken stew and things that Canadians can identify with, cheddar cheese soup and things that the Americans find to be very, very fulfilling and things. Each one of the areas has its own thing that people from the different areas of the country can relate to.
Now, this may be unfair, but what's your favorite food here?
Right now, Norwegian. We just opened that pavilion. And
the pastries.
Fantastic. Oh, yeah.
Well, Keith, this has been terrific. I'm going to let you get back to work.
Well, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you. Boy, have I enjoyed this tour around the world. But there's one more place I have to get to. Hot dog. We're back in the good old USA at the American Showcase. There's hamburgers and hot dogs served at the Liberty Inn, and inside, the story of America and its people is told in the American Adventure.
I'll bet you were as surprised as I was to find so many excellent restaurants with such varied cuisines all gathered in one place. Each reflects a unique culture and all add to the spectacular experience of EPCOT Center's World Showcase.
Don't be late for Haley Mills
Let me guess. Tall terrorists?
in the new comedy series, Good Morning, Miss Bliss, premiering Wednesday, November 30th. Next, based on the best-selling novel by John F. Kennedy, David Wolfer explores A Nation of Immigrants. Not seen for nearly 30 years, the first of Fred Astaire's 3 legendary television specials is on the Disney Channel's Sunday night showcase.
Putting on the top hat.
A breakthrough video reproduction process was developed to restore this Emmy Award-winning show originally broadcast live. Spend an evening with Fred Astaire, part of our special tribute, Hats Off to Fred Astaire.
Many times people have asked me, what is it that you two would like to have done together but didn't do? And I said, we would like to have danced on water. Wouldn't that have been wonderful?
In 1933, this Hollywood newcomer and this RKO contract player were cast opposite one another in a fluttery musical comedy called Flying Down to Rio.
And we became an overnight sensation. The audiences just went crazy about the fact that something sparkly had happened in the midst of this sort of wild musical.
What was the unsurpassed on-screen magic that made Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire the most brilliant dance team of all time?
I believe the American people loved us because we loved what we were doing. Fred Astaire and I worked very hard. I loved the fact that he was a perfectionist.
You say either, and I say either. You say neither, and I say neither.
In Shall We Dance, the two performed not only one of their most recognizable songs, but also one of their most innovative dances.
I suggested that we get roller skates and do a roller skating number. And to end the number, we acted like we were going off stage behind a curtain. We put our hands out, and when we hit the turf, my hat bounced off. I had not expected it to do that, so it ended rather nicely.
So we better call the calling off. Let's call the whole thing off.
One of the most breathtaking Rogers Astaire moments occurs in the movie Swing Time. 47 takes later, the two achieve artistic perfection in the Never Gonna Dance routine.
All the Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers films that I really liked the most was Swing Time, because of that one dance. The turns I had to do were so vigorous. But he always caught me just before I would sail out of the picture. I adored Fred. I really adored him. He was a sweetheart. And I think that it was such a joy to be in the arms of someone who knew how to dance. It really was.
The films of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers can be seen on the Disney Channel as part of our special festival. Hats off to Fred Astaire. Saturday.